What's up, everybody? The weekend's almost here.
And we're back with another video.
Better than the last one that we did.
I certainly hope so.
Alright. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to hook up a fifth wheel. There are many people out there who want to purchase fifth wheels in the future, and we just wanted to show you how to get it done. It can be a daunting task if you've never done it before, but if you take your time, you use your eyes, you use your ears, you can get it done easily, and repetition is the word. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to do that right after this. Hit the music. Okay, so here we are in the bed of our truck, and I want to show you the fifth wheel hitch itself and the components that come with the fifth wheel hitch. Now what we have here is a Reese 15K Pro Series, and it is considered a slider hitch. We have a 6.5 foot bed, not an 8 foot bed. So what we had to do is purchase a slider hitch because the bed is shorter. So when you're backing up inside, when you're backing up your truck and you're making turns, the truck needs to be further away from this part of your truck so it doesn't bust out your windows when you're almost at a 45-degree angle or a 90-degree angle. So what I'm going to do is go over the components. This is your fifth wheel hitch plate. We have the two rails on the bottom here that are bolted to the frame of the truck to make it nice and secure, because it's a lot of weight that's going to be pulled from this truck, so it's got to be bolted to your frame. Also on this fifth wheel hitch, we have this locking mechanism that opens up and locks when you connect to your kingpin, which I'll show you that in a few minutes. Also, with this being a slider hitch, here's the slider mechanism. You pull that to the middle, you slide your fifth wheel hitch to the back, lock it into place, and now you're ready to back up if you need to. Now luckily, our fifth wheel came with the front cap that was angled, so that we really didn't have to purchase a slider hitch, but it comes in handy just in case. So with that being said, what we're going to do now is move to the actual side of the fifth wheel and show you how to actually hook this fifth wheel hitch up to the fifth wheel itself. All right, here we go. All right, so now we're here at the auto leveling system, the 6-point auto leveling system. And what I'm going to do is turn the system on. And the first thing we want to do is raise up the rear jacks. Turn the system on. It says ready, jacks are down. What I'm going to do is hit the left and right button, and the rear jacks are going to raise themselves up to get ready to hook up. All right, so now the rear and the middle jacks are raised up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up the front jacks manually to make sure it's at the right height with the fifth wheel hitch. So I'm going to hit the front button, and it's going to raise the fifth wheel up. You can come over here and show that raising up. So now that I have the front kingpin raised up to a level that's close to where the fifth wheel hitch is, I'm going to get inside and back up into the kingpin. And I'm going to show you how I do that right now. So I'm inside the truck right now, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but in my rear window I have a Harley-Davidson symbol. And the way I back up to make sure that I'm in the right position to hook up the fifth wheel hitch into the kingpin is I line up this Harley-Davidson symbol with the light on the back of the fifth wheel itself, and it helps me out to get the fifth wheel hitch into the kingpin more quickly. All right, let's give it a shot. So what I'm going to do here is disengage the locking mechanism to make sure it's open before I back up, because you do not want to back this up into your kingpin while this is locked. So Kim is going to take a watch out for me as I start to back up. Alright, so with the aid of my light and my Harley-Davidson symbol, we are dead center. But the one thing I have to do now is I have to lower the kingpin a little bit more so that it goes directly into the fifth wheel hitch. So let's do that next. So now what I'm going to do is hit the retract button so that the front jacks will lower a little bit more to be right where the kingpin needs to be at the fifth wheel hitch. Okay, so now we have the kingpin as close to the fifth wheel hitch as possible. It's in the right position, and I'll continue to back it up. Okay, so now we have the fifth wheel hitch engaged to the kingpin of the fifth wheel itself. You want to use two senses, sight and sound. Okay, there should be a particular sound that you hear every time this fifth wheel kingpin engages into your fifth wheel hitch. It's a particular sound. If you don't hear that right sound, something is wrong, because there have been many people who thought they hooked up correctly and it was not. They did not use their sight and started to pull out, and the whole fifth wheel collapsed on the back of their trucks. Major disaster, and I've talked to a few people who have had this happen. So you want to make sure you look at everything, you hear that click sound that you want to hear to make sure everything is right. So what we're going to do now is connect the locking mechanism back into place. It's correct because I heard that sound when it closed up. I have my little lock here. Anytime you want to move it, you want to lock that locking mechanism no matter how far you're going, because you do not want this to come apart. The next thing you want to do is this is your emergency brake line. I hook this to the locking mechanism. If for some reason your fifth wheel came unhitched, this will engage the brakes on your fifth wheel so that it doesn't roll off into a ditch or onto the side of the road. The brakes will lock it up. Next, we'll close the bed. We take our 7-pin connector, hook it up. So we have our power hooked up, we have our brake hooked up, it is engaged. Next, what we want to do is lift up the front jacks. We come back here to the auto leveling system. I hit retract for the front jacks, hit the front button, and they will raise up. So once they have raised up off of the leveling blocks, lift both of those up so they're completely up, and there you have it. It is time to pull out and enjoy your camping experience. I hope this was very helpful to all of you who don't have fifth wheels, who are looking into getting one, and we will see you on the inside. Thanks.
All right. Hopefully this video helped you. I remember when we first got our fifth wheel, my husband was looking at a lot of YouTube videos on how to properly hook up the fifth wheel. He had me so nervous. I was looking at videos and I'm not even backing up. I'm lucky I can back the car in the garage. So, but he's learned how to do it now. So
yes, with the help of YouTube, and that's why we wanted to do this, to help you guys out there also. Yep. So what we're going to do next, we got another video coming up next week, and we're going to a new campground, right, Kim?
yeah, we're going away from home, away from our comfort zone where we go so often that people know our name. It's a little out of sorts for me, but we're going to try it and see how we like it.
Yep,
So
it's a little far away from home. We're not going to tell you where it is because you have to watch the next video to see where it is. So that'll be coming up next, right?
that's right.
All right, so we're going to end this video as we always do by saying, please give us that thumbs up.
Like
Once
and
again,
subscribe.
like and subscribe because it is free and it helps us out in the long run.
Thank you.
Thanks again. We had new subscribers that joined us this week. We want to thank you guys once again. And on that note, again, we say, here's hoping that you have
a wonderful weekend.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, remember a few minutes ago we told you we're headed to a new campground a little further away from home? Well, guess what? We're getting ready to leave right now.
But you have to wait and tune in next week to see where we're going and if we like it.
Yes, we're gonna do a full tour of this place. So, get ready to head out right now.